Let's talk about something that influences all of us, often without us even realizing it. It's something that shapes our conversations, our emotions, our decisions, and increasingly our society. It's called negativity bias. You see, our brains are wired to focus more on the negative than the positive. It's a survival mechanism, an ancient instinct embedded deep within us. Our ancestors needed to be hyper aware of dangers, predators, poisonous plants, or hostile tribes. So missing a positive experience like a beautiful sunset, that wouldn't cost them their lives. But missing a threat? Well, that could be fatal. And so negativity became sticky. Psychologists have shown that we react more strongly to negative words, emotions, and experiences than to positive ones. Studies analysing language itself reveal something remarkable. There are far more words to describe negative emotions than positive ones. A study conducted by researchers at Ohio State University found that across different languages, negative words outnumber positive ones by a significant margin. It's almost as if human communication itself is designed to reflect our tendency to focus on what's wrong rather than what's right. Fast forward to today, and this ancient instinct is being amplified like never before. Social media thrives on engagement. And guess what captures our attention the most? Negativity, outrage, conflict. Algorithms don't care about truth, fairness, or personal growth. They prioritize whatever keeps us scrolling. And more often than not, it's the posts that trigger our negative emotions, anger, fear, or outrage, that rise to the top. This is where negativity bias meets cancel culture. When someone makes a mistake, whether minor or major, the internet doesn't just take notice, it erupts. The focus isn't on learning or growth, but on punishment. Social media tends to magnify our worst impulses, the tendency to judge quickly, to assume the worst, and to see people as either good or bad, with no in between. Just like our ancestors reacting instantly to a potential threat, we react instantly to the latest scandal, often without context or nuance. But here's the real danger. When negativity becomes our default, we may become easier to control. Politicians, media outlets, and tech companies understand this well. Fear drives clicks. Outrage fuels engagement. The more divided we are, the more we stay glued to the screen, reinforcing our own biases. We think we're making independent choices, but in reality, our negativity bias is making them for us. So what can we do? Well, first we must recognize the bias within ourselves. The next time you feel an emotional reaction, especially one of outrage, pause and ask, am I seeing the full picture? Second, we must actively seek out positivity, and not in a naive way, but as a counterbalance to the overwhelming flood of negativity we consume. And third, we must remember that people, ourselves included, are complex. We all make mistakes. Growth is possible. Not everything deserves instant condemnation. Negativity bias is powerful, but awareness is more powerful. So let's stop letting the worst parts of our brains control our conversations, our emotions, and our society.